The Who's Pinball Wizard is a rock and roll classic, but you may not realize that for decades, pinball machines were actually illegal in many parts of the United States. That was until a make-or-break moment 50 years ago this week. Here to explain is Bradley Blackmore. Good morning, Bradley.
Kelly, Lindsay, good morning. This story is legendary for pinball fans, or pinheads as they like to be called. And we met the man who helped save the game. What he did years ago helped put pinball back in so many places and jumpstart new generations of players.
These flashing lights, clanking flippers, and chimes are ringing out in a place you'd never imagined.
And where are we right now?
This is my bedroom.
Kate Martin's New York City apartment, where vintage pinball games are squeezed in every corner.
I have 14 here, but I have 16 total.
She often invites friends over to play and loves sharing the game.
You're hitting, like you are hitting shots.
I'm doing okay?
Yeah, you're doing okay.
Martin's tournament trophies show she loves winning too. Proof some players are better than others.
There's definitely skill to it.
Yes.
Whoa.
But what's obvious to anyone who pulls a plunger was once a real debate.
The player never had a chance.
Back in the 1930s, New York City Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia took aim at the mob by cracking down on gambling. He famously smashed slot machines and dumped them in the harbor. Soon, pinball was in the crosshairs, too.
New York City completes a roundup of thousands of pinball machines, each valued at about $100.
It was thought to be a game of chance, not skill. Players protested, but it didn't matter.
No more of this in Manhattan.
Pinball bans spread to other parts of the country. But like any devilish vice, the game didn't disappear, it just went underground.
You just found little pockets.
Roger Sharpe remembers those days.
There's one in an adult bookstore right in the front, across the street from Penn Station. So wind up finding places.
He moved to New York in the 70s for a job as an editor at GQ magazine, but his passion was pinball. He first got hooked back in college playing with his fraternity brothers.
A true epiphany that there's something here. Started playing, started becoming much more accomplished.
He soon started writing a book about pinball's history when unexpectedly he became part of it.
New York City Council reached out to me. They had heard about my exploits and what have you and called me up, asked me to come in.
Council members were reconsidering the decades-old ban. 50 years ago, on April 2nd, 1976, pinball machines were hauled into a hearing, the moment recreated in this 2022 movie.
Gotta aim.
Sharpe showed council members winning wasn't random.
How about 7-13? 12-15? 8-14? The more lights I hit, the higher my score will be when I hit the kick-out holes here.
Third ball, I'm ready to pull back the plunger, and he said, that light up there, how come that light's not out?
Why is the center one still lit?
If I pull it back just enough, then the ball should go right down the center.
The cheers are Hollywood fiction, but the impact was real. The ban was soon overturned in New York, helping change the trajectory for pinball everywhere.
You made history.
I take all the credit and all the blame.
All these years later, Sharpe can still call his shots.
I'm going to see if I can make a reverse shot to go up the ramp. I don't know if I have enough velocity to do it. Oh, it's something like that? Oh.
You did it.
Well, of course.
All right, let me try one more.
And pinball is finding new fans. Competitive pinball tournaments drew more than 40,000 players last year. Some tournaments have been played back in Kate Martin's home, where the New York City chapter of the Bells and Chimes, a women's pinball league, meets to practice and compete.
I love the competition. I love the friends that I've made.
The more you play, the better you get, so I play a lot.
Play made possible thanks to a true pinball wizard and one historic game.
Yeah, I guess there was an impact that went far beyond and now it's the legacy that I have.
Quite a legacy now. These bans are still on the books in some places. In South Carolina, it is still technically illegal for anyone under the age of 18 to play pinball, guys.
That is wild. I love that you really honed in on the fact that it really is driven by skill, because that's always the central question of whether it's gambling or not. And like, I've played it before. It's definitely skill, because I have none.
It's all in the flippers. And those actually didn't exist in the pinball games back in the 30s. So that was something that came around more recently.
So did you pick up anything from Roger?
I mean, I asked for some tips. I'm a novice, but it's something to play with him. He is one of the best players in the world, and both of his sons actually followed him into this.
Oh, wow.
That seems really nice.
He was. It was a great story to do.
Loved it. Thanks for bringing it to us.